April 19th, 2025. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. And what are we going to talk about? Kansas City, Independence, Missouri. We're going to talk about crime. We're going to talk about drugs. We're going to talk about the homeless. And we're going to talk about some more of those bikers. Now, there's a lot of drugs that flow up and down East 47th Street. And lately, it's been a little bit less because Independence Police have been patrolling. They've been going up and down. Kansas City, Missouri is out there more. And we're not just talking in my area. We're talking all the way from out there where the zoo is, from Raytown and the rest. And I'm seeing a lot more of them out and about, which is good. Because when they're out and about, it keeps all that crime down. All the bad guys can't get away with everything. But Friday night, started to go get some pizza, head up to the old casino up there and play a few bucks. And had this one guy going up the street. Well, actually, there was a couple guys. There was one guy, it's a regular, that goes up and down. I think he's got a little bit of autism. But this guy didn't. And this guy, he was, there's some people that are just real cocky and think they know it all. Well, if they're not living in this area and they're moving those drugs up and down and stuff, that's probably not good. But anyway, since this guy was in his knickers, or was that cut off shorts, we're going to show this and where this guy ends up. He ends up crawling across over up here in Blueview and going into that filling station over there. But what's really interesting, now, when I show this filling station, I've been in this filling station. I've got gas in there before. Every time I go in there, I bet I have to stand, I don't know, 5 to 8 minutes to get through the line, okay? And this is why I bring this up. Like I say, 5 to 8 minutes to get through the line when you're just trying to buy gas there. So this was Friday afternoon, early. It's probably about 5, I don't know, 4:30, 5 o'clock. And this guy enters into that service station up there, a convenience store. But what's really interesting is there's a biker that just happens to pull in. Now, maybe it was just coincidence. Maybe it was nothing. But maybe it was something. Because this biker goes in, and he's not in there more than 1 minute. And he comes back out. And then the guy that was out in front of my house going up this street comes out of that convenience store. And then he goes off over into that other, subdivision neighborhood. Which just, I don't know, didn't look good to me. We got lots of things going on. Let's go with that first, and we'll get on with it, and I'll show this first. Hold on. All right, guys, now, this is out in front of my house. This guy was just snickering and grinning. Maybe he had a corn cob pipe up his, tailpipe. What do you think? But anyway, I thought, okay, well, let's see where he goes. It's like, well, I wonder if he's going. I bet he's going up to Blueview up there. Oh, he's going to go through Blueview, but he's going to end up at that convenience store. So we're going to show that. So I wanted to show that first, okay? And there he is right there, off to the right at this filling station. And let me just go ahead and play this. Now, I had to go around the block like 3 times because I thought, well, I wonder who he's meeting up with, what the deal is on it. So I go around, and hold on, I'll show you what I come across here. Hold on. All right, guys, so I get back up, and that biker pulled in, and let's stop that right there. Now, I had to sit there to turn, and he had already went in. Like I said, he was fast, man. He went in. He was in there 1 minute after the other guy went in, and he come back out. I love these vehicles. Some of them backed in, but I love the ones without no license plates on them, too, sitting out here in front of this RS. Oh, isn't that cool? Oh, there's a lot of stuff goes on up here. Even sometimes when they close, after they're closed, they come up here, and there is drug deals that go down up here. They got I think it's kind of like a what is it, kind of like a fencing deal that they pulled down across that thing, I think. But this guy right here, I just thought, man, well, isn't that interesting? And then, like I say, that other guy come back out. Now I'm gonna make one more trip around. I'm gonna show this real quick. Now hold on. So by the time I get back around, I'm coming up the street there, I can see him, but he's right here. And later down the line, my camera's caught him, like I say, going back down the street. But these people make runs after runs after runs back and forth. And when he come out of this convenience store, I want to tell you, he had nothing in his hand. He didn't have a pop. He didn't have a pack of cigarettes. He had nothing to show. So I find that interesting. I find that just a little suspicious there, guys. So hold on. So let's go on to number 2. And I wouldn't have probably even brought this up, but since this vehicle was out in the middle of the road when we went to the zoo today, I'm going to bring it up because a lot of stuff goes on at the Cenex. Now, they sell that, what are they? Are they bongs or whatever and stuff in there? And boy, this brings a lot of bad stuff in. But what's really amazing, too, is they'll have people working on their cars sitting out here and stuff. Now, this vehicle, just to make a point here, has been sitting on and off for a while like somebody's living out of it. And that's the vehicle right there. I'm going to show another picture where it was today, just today, Saturday. But I wanted you guys to, and I'm thinking this is on the Cenex property here. And it's just amazing. I mean, I'll say this and I'll say this again. Like I say, my dad, he ran 11 convenience stores and filling stations for Hudson and Coke Marketing, or a lot of people pronounced it Koch, K-O-C-H. They had an asphalt place here too in Kansas City. But what's really interesting, I mean, all the guys that I seen come and go, from managers, assistant managers that stole from different places like this to everything else. Seen from people from breaking into them, because a lot of them, some of them weren't open back in those days, 24 hours. Some of them aren't even today even. But I'm thinking here, one thing they always talked about was liability. You don't let nobody on the property, stay on the property, hang on the property, because then you could get sued. Letting people work, I mean, it's one thing if a car broke down and they had somebody come and got a tow truck, or somebody was going to tow it, maybe, get a check. Now, this vehicle, what's really weird, it looked like somebody was going to tow this for this guy, and then they just dropped it in the middle of the street and just left him there. And I'm going to show that next. But I'm thinking, man, but drugs and stuff, man, it flows. Many vehicles that go up and down this street also at night, that travel up the street. I pass by Blueview up here, goes into Blueview. Guess what? They go to this filling station here. And you can drive by. Anybody can drive by and just look at it. And you can see the things that go on here. But hold on. All right, guys. Man, now, does that look safe or what? Now, I think this falls into Kansas City, Missouri. This might be Raytown, because Kansas City, Missouri, Raytown, Independence all flow in this corner area up here by Blueview. Blueview is Kansas City, Missouri at the very top of the hill. And this could be Kansas City, Missouri, and you go on up here by McDonald's and you're into Raytown. I don't know where the Raytown deal starts. But I'm looking at this guy, and he's laying underneath this vehicle. It is out in the street, guys. Out in the street. And unbelievable. I mean, this is Kansas City. This is the stuff that goes on here all the time. And I don't know. I mean, just, let me see if I can get this a little bit closer. Slow down the speed so it don't go so fast. You can see that guy, he's working on it. Man, I don't know. I mean, this says, do you really want to come to Kansas City? Probably not. And definitely not, probably. Because, I mean, some of this stuff, like I say, until this stuff gets, you know, they can get it in a little bit of hand here. I don't know. But I mean, and these people, like I say, some of them, not all of them, but some of them are the problem because they're into drugs. They steal different things on top of it, and it's not good. But some of the bikers are even involved with these. Like I say, some of those places down there was on 40 highways. They were moving that stuff. They were moving between cocaine, drugs, a little bit of everything was coming into Kansas City. The 40 highway is a main hub here. But, like I say, hold on. There's more to come. Okay, guys. Now, went to the zoo today. I haven't even got any of that posted. Probably won't get it posted till tomorrow because I'm not going to do. I've been on this for about 2.5 hours now on some of this stuff. But as we got up here in Raytown, up here by this Wendy's, there was another incident. Looked like a paramedic truck, fire truck, I think went through, if I remember correctly, up here. So let's check this out here. Didn't they have an old TV series called something Emergency 51, I think, or something like that? That was way back, guys. So hold on. Oh, yeah, guys. Well, today is Saturday, man. Everybody's out today. Homeless, crawling around all over everywhere. I got this slowed down a little bit. I might speed this up here because I only got so much time on my tablet. There's number 2. And then I think we got number 3 or 4 up here too. And some of these, couple of them down here, I mean, they are, like I say, they're just homeless. But then there's a couple down here, other ones, I think they're doing a little bit more than just trying to survive for food. I think a little bit more drugs and stuff's involved in that. And this gal, she just tries to, like I say, I think she's just trying to get money for food. But, not counting, I got another big one here for you. But this you got to see. This is another one here. And yes, that is a small little child inside that shopping cart with a homeless person. Now, what says Kansas City more than that, guys? Look at that. Looked like there was even, what caught my eye about this too, was there looked like there was a gas can even down here. Look at that. Don't those look like red gas cans? Got gas cans underneath here. Got this little kid here. And this is right off up here on 63rd here. Up here, I think that's Kansas City or Raytown's area, one of the two. I know top of the hill, I think, when you get up here is Raytown. But I don't know if Kansas City, Missouri covers this part of it. But I wanted you guys to see that. I need to save that to one of them from the archive because some of these things, I mean, just you would never seen this in Kansas City and definitely not seen somebody like that homeless pushing a little tiny kid. Unreal. But when I did turn up here on Blue Ridge after I got off 63rd, there was a Raytown patrol vehicle patrolling, which was a good thing. And I will, like I say, Independence has been up here at Gordman's. We want to give them credit, give them 2 thumbs up. They've been going through. They've been going up and down 47th Street some. And Kansas City, Missouri, too. Kansas City, Missouri actually was up there by that 7-Eleven. I think that was, what was that, Friday night, I believe, when we come back from the casino and the pizza. So I'll show that too, guys. I like to show the good stuff too. I like to see that, but I like to see these officers out like this because then you don't see as many people doing bad things out on these streets and stuff. There was a old black gentleman down here by one of these old folks' homes a couple years back. I posted a deal because there were some guys that were dealing drugs across from that old folks' home. And it just really irked me because the guy, he didn't look like he could hardly get around. He was like in a wheelchair. And they were really bugging him. And these were dope heads, dope dealers here in Kansas City, down here by. And that's why I post this stuff, because I like to get this out here so people can see what's going on in their neighborhoods and stuff. So hold on. Now this was about midweek. They get up here where that old Jiffy Lube, I think it was a Jiffy Lube that burnt down there. But the homeless will get up here, and they get up there, and they were drinking some beer. There was one of them that was still left. You could see the beer bottles and stuff that was up there. So hold on, guys. What you're looking at here is this would be 291 23rd Street. I was over in that parking lot for about 30 minutes, and there are some times that the AMR and the other, like Kansas City, Missouri's, like whatever they use for ambulances, go through. But what really shocked me this last week, I counted actually in 15 minutes time, there was 4 of them going several different directions. Now I'm just going to show this one here, but that was a lot for in 15 minutes, guys. So hold on. All right, guys, we'll get on to the next deal. Now, down here at this waterfall park, there is a truck. Actually, this guy's been living down there for 5 years at Bass Pro and out in front of Waterfall Park. Nothing gets done about it. This is with a trailer. Now, he dropped this trailer even there, and it just amazes me how these people get away with this. Now, this has been going on since the pandemic, almost 5 years ago. And it's just unbelievable. Hold on, guys. Oh, yeah, guys. So much here. I mean, it is just, and just in a few days. But we're back up here. I don't know if I showed this or not. So we're coming back down here, back from the casino, off 23rd Street. See this black vehicle? Well, let's take a look where my cursor's at off to the left first. See this guy on this bike? Now, they run these drugs using some of these homeless guys, okay? But this is notorious for vehicles setting along the side of the road here. I've seen drugs exchanged. I've seen kids exchanged setting alongside the road here. I think about a week ago, I showed even they had a wreck there, and it looked kind of funky. So I don't know if this had something to do with this. Most of the time, you never see anybody in here at this deal. I don't know. But what I can show you, let's go on down here and see here. You can see the guy. Now they go over that Fiska station. Now Fiska's pushed a lot of this out, which is a good thing. So then they have to come up here off by the ramp and stuff, and they're, like I say, dealing their drugs and stuff on the sides of the road. Something to be aware of. Now this vehicle, is this vehicle hooked to this here? I don't know. This is an empty lot right now. I think I don't know if it's Ford or GM stores their vehicles there. It's probably Ford, I would imagine. But I don't know. And it's always the black. Don't you love the black vehicles? But I can show you one thing. A good thing. Let me show you here. We're going to show the station up here. You see that, guys? You see that? That looks good. Because right in here, they used to party. They'd be potted out. There'd be 15 of them, 15, 20 of them, several vehicles sitting here. They had some cones up blocking stuff now. So it's good. So now it's used as they're doing it more as a little convenience store station. Get gasoline, get your cigarettes or whatever, and get on going or whatever. But something else to show. But this other deal, not so sure. And if I could find it, I don't know if I have the other footage. There was a homeless guy that was... See, I don't know if that vehicle goes to that area or not. You wouldn't think you'd just be sitting there if it was actually doing anything, would you? I don't know. It's kind of funky. But there's this other guy who was down at the end down here. I'm not talking about the guy on the bike, too. Because that's how they do. And cars will pull alongside of the road, buy their fentanyl, their drugs, and then they go on down the road, guys. That's how it's handled here in Kansas City. So hold on, guys. What you're looking at here was about 10 o'clock this morning, down here off 23rd Street and Nolan Road. And I was going to say, I noticed this Quick Trip over here. Basically, I know it seems like Independence is having a ride a lot over in that area. I think that's Quick Trip. Yeah, it's 23rd Nolan. And the thing of it is, right here is the cruiser, Independence City Cruiser. And this is a police officer. He was standing over here talking to somebody. But a lot of crazy stuff. And went in here to this McDonald's this morning. You can't make this stuff up. And there was this guy. My son, we always go up to those kiosks and just get the food through that and then wait for him to bring it out. This guy, he was trying to look to see if he could see my son's credit card. We always usually just tap it and go because not good. I'm going to show that too real quick. Just hold on. We're getting ready to enter the McDonald's here. Okay, so hold on. All right, so I'm going to do this. I'm sure I'm going to get the speed down here so it's slower. Let's go ahead and start this. And my son, he's punching the stuff in and stuff here. I'll advance this a little bit because I don't want to run out of time, guys. But this guy right here. Now, he was about maybe about a foot and a half back behind my son, and he kept looking down at basically where you put your credit card in. Let's see if I can back this up far enough, guys, so you can see this. My son's head's right there. The other guy is right there. Another upstanding citizen, maybe. But this guy, like I said, I had my body cam on, and I wear it mostly everywhere I go anymore because there is lots of problems, lots of things. People are doing crazy things anymore here. It's not good. This guy, he turned around. He even come back around after once I faced the guy, I thought, man, what's this one up to, But he walks around. Let's see if I'm going to go ahead and advance this a little bit. He's going to walk on around after I faced him. After he seen I had the body cam on, he turned around and went on. But then he comes back. He actually comes back. Let's see if I don't know if you guys can see his head right there. Let's see if I can get it to come back around here, guys. Hold on, guys. That is as good as I can do, guys, without getting it to move again. But there he is. He come back around. And see, he's looking still looking over there. Now, this is the McDonald's here at 23rd and Nolan Road. Now, the guy there, I think there's one guy that I don't know who manages it or how many, if they got a couple managers in there or what the deal is. There's one nice guy I've talked to in there that he seems like he handles stuff pretty good, but this was weird. And you definitely want to be aware of anybody behind you. Don't let them get up too close behind you. And definitely if you're purchasing anything, with your either credit card or debit card. So hold on. Oh yeah, guys. I always want to leave the best for last. So I had to go get my, basically I had one more month, but I went ahead and got another membership at Costco. We have one at Sam's. We have one at Costco. We just do it so, we can get gas. When you're out and about, it's easy enough to go hit those places. And, you can save some money, actually, gas-wise, price-wise on some of that. But this guy in this vehicle here, now I got his tag number. He actually come up with a shopping cart and hit our vehicle. And we got out, we had a few words to say about this. And anyway, like I said, I got the tag off of it. And once he figured I filmed it and got the tag off of it, we also had both, like I say, on the dash cams too. But yeah, then he tried to say he was sorry. Well, if you come up and try to break somebody's mirror, now the bikers have a big tendency to like to hit those like that. Now this guy, he looked like he's mid-20s, kind of scroungy looking, but he was driving a fairly new car. Of course, some of those ones that do some of that other stuff, how that goes too. But this vehicle, make sure we got the right one, that one right there. Now, hold on, I think I got a little bit better picture of that baby too, huh? Now this is out in Independence. Now this is this morning. We get around, guys, but man, I tell you, some of the stuff that goes on here is just a joke. And it is a joke. I just can't believe how all the stuff where it goes here. But give me a second. Give me a second, guys. All right, so it's Toyota, and definitely got the tag off of it. You can definitely see it clearly. I don't have it so you can see it right there, though. But interesting. And just found this real interesting. Because I had a biker, one of these bikers, that would come up and broke my side mirror. They're the ones that want to cause, what did the mayor here call this? Lawlessness. Lawlessness. And they're not going to tolerate it, supposedly. Well, if they, I really can't imagine it being hard to get that on the books to where they could confiscate, whether it be a car, a motorcycle, a mini bike. Independents used to do that all the time if they were doing different things like that. They used to have auctions. Me and my father used to go out to the auctions. We used to buy stuff. We even bought, we had some radar guns, police radar guns, that we used to set out in front here of the house here, shoot radar and stuff just to watch how fast they were going up and down 47th Street here. But interesting. But this vehicle here, it's another, probably one of those black ones that goes up with the white ones up night, making umpteen trips. But like I say, Independence has been out, and they have been patrolling up and down. They've been doing a lot better, a lot better. Kansas City, Missouri too. And like I say, that's a good thing. Hold on, guys. Oh, one other thing too. He did pop his trunk up back there like that. One thing to be aware of, guys, if people do this, try to, destroy your stuff or do that, don't ever chase them. Stay over by your vehicle. Stay in your circle and your surroundings. A lot of these places, they have also cams in the parking lots and stuff to show footage. So this guy, he actually come up, smacked our side mirror, and like I say, but just some FYI there, guys. Here's another shot too, guys, of that trailer, that truck. Like I say, they've been living down there for the last 5 years. I wanted to get that there because that's my vehicle right there. This is another day here, but this guy was down there. Like I say, he goes from the entryway of this Waterfall Park, Bass Pro, or he comes back over here off East 47th Street and he parks it up here at one of these, I guess that looks like maybe like a vacant house over here on East 47th Street here in Independence. I don't know what the deal is on that. I don't know if somebody got evicted. I don't know if it's the city has grabbed it. Maybe they've been back taxes. I don't know what the deal is. But there was something that was posted on the window up there. So that's kind of strange. So hold on, guys. Just to make another point, this, I believe, this one was on Friday night. Not all my dates are correct, but you can see the vehicles there and different times all this week. There's the trailer there again. Oh, yeah, and one other thing I will bring up about this Costco vehicle here, okay, guys, is that I talked to somebody inside and asked them if they had security, they said they have somebody that goes over there by where the gasoline pumps are and stuff, but yeah, it didn't sound like too much, but they said that they had another complaint that somebody else was also ran into their vehicle with a guy who ran into it with a shopping cart. So what is that saying? Is this guy up to no good? What are they doing? And it's not good, guys. Not good at all. But anyway, look out for this black Toyota. This is over here. I'm sure he'll be back in the Costco parking lot here down the line here. And interesting stuff. All right, guys, I'm about ready to run out of time. So we're going to wrap it up. Lots of stuff, lots more bad stuff, lots of drugs and a little bit of everything going on, still moving and stuff. But there's more police out there, just to let you guys know too, which is a good thing. And it's keeping some of it down. And not seeing as much, but it's still going on. If you can cut it in half, you're accomplishing something here at least. So this is Kansas City. This is Independence, Missouri. Keep your eyes open and stay safe out there.